So for this problem, we're going to use the fact that log of A minus log of B is equal to log of A over B. So for our equation, we can rewrite the left-hand side as log of x plus 5 over 3 equals 2. Now we're going to raise each side to the base of 10, and this will cancel out the logarithm because log is of base 10. So what we end up with is x plus 5 over 3 equal to 10 squared, which is 100. And from here on out, it's just a matter of simply solving. Multiply both sides by 3. These cancel out. 3. Now we get x plus 5 is equal to 300. And so, subtracting 5 from each side, we finally get our answer, x is equal to 295. So in this problem, we are to simplify 7 minus 6i plus 4 minus 3i. Doing so is just a matter of recognizing that I can be treated like any other variable, so we just combine like terms. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11, and negative 6i plus 3 is equal to negative 3i. Okay, so for this problem, we're going to solve for the roots of x squared plus 5x plus 9. So one thing we have to remember when we're trying to do this kind of thing is the quadratic formula, which states that x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. This is very important because if we're going to try and factor this equation or the equation we're trying to solve for the roots, it's going to be a real pain. So we're going to use the quadratic formula instead. So using the quadratic formula, all you have to remember is what the a, b, and c mean, and really these are just the coefficients on the x terms. So in this case, if we're solving for the roots, we have x is equal to negative b, which is negative 5, plus or minus the square root of 5 squared, which is 29, or 25 rather, minus 4 times a is 1 in this case, times c, which is 9, all over 2a, which is just 1. So we can simplify this further. We get negative 5 plus or minus the square root of, 25 minus, what's 4 times 9? That's 36. All over 2 times 1 is just 2. Bring it down here. We have negative 5 plus or minus the square root of negative 11 all over 2. Now all we have to do is just remember, what does this mean? Well, negative 1, let's go up here maybe. I'll just explain it from up here. Negative 1, the square root of negative 1, is also equal to I. There's a wasp outside my window. Okay, so if we have negative 11, we can rewrite negative 11 as negative 1, the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 11, which also means that we can rewrite this as I times the square root of 11. So we can rewrite this whole equation down here as negative 5 plus or minus this I times the square root of 11 all over 2. Now these are going to be the solutions to our problem. One is going to be positive and one's going to be negative. So just to be very specific here, we can rewrite this as negative 5 plus I times the square root of 11 all over 2. And then another solution is negative 5 minus I times the square root of 11 all over 2.